We're going to make some snow-skin custard mooncakes. We used the recipe by Mandy from Souped Up Recipes. Be sure to visit her channel for the best tips. First, crack 2 eggs into a bowl and mix it very well. Then add 160 grams of milk and 65 grams of melted butter. In a separate bowl, mix 100 grams of powdered sugar, 40 grams of cornstarch, and 25 grams of milk powder. Mix it up nicely, and then add the liquid ingredients in. Heat it over a stove over medium heat. Stir it well. After about 6 or 7 minutes, it should start to take shape. Take it off the heat, let it cool down, then cover it, remove all the air, and keep it in the fridge for about 2 hours. For the wrappers, mix 135 grams of milk with 25 grams of cornstarch, 30 grams of powdered sugar, 35 grams of rice flour, and 35 grams of glutinous rice flour. Add 18 grams of oil, 18 grams of sweetened condensed milk, and mix it all very well. Now we're going to cook the dough in the microwave. Heat it for 1.5 minutes, take it out, and use a spatula to mix it together. Then we heat it again for 1 minute. Take it out again and mix it up with a spatula. It's almost there. We heat it one last time for 30 seconds. And now it should be ready for us to work with. I use plastic food-safe gloves so that it doesn't stick to my hands. Now I start kneading it to make it nice and soft. I used a spatula because it was a little bit too warm for me to handle. Soon after some more kneading, it becomes a very nice smooth dough. I wrapped it up and put it in the fridge to rest for a few hours along with the custard. Now we're ready to assemble. Ready? Are you ready? The custard I made wasn't quite smooth enough, so I kneaded it a little bit here. Separate it into 30-gram chunks. There should be enough to make 12 to 13 pieces. Roll each into a ball. Take the dough and also divide it into 12 or 13 pieces. Each piece should be about 20 grams. Shape the pieces into balls and then roll them flat. I find it easier to roll out the edges first a little bit and then roll out the center. I'm using a silicone rolling pin and a silicone mat so that they don't stick. Place the filling into the wrapper. Then you can start to wrap it up. I like to wrap them just like I wrap buns. I bring the edges into the center and then I pinch them closed at the top. To make it smooth, I also like to put it seam side down onto the surface and then roll it around like that. Keep making all of your mooncakes until you finish using up all the pieces. I had a little bit of extra filling, so I just ate it. If you're using the mooncake mold, dust it with a little bit of powdered sugar or cornstarch. Place your mooncake into the mold and then press down firmly for a few seconds. The longer you press it, the better it will hold its shape. If you don't have a mooncake mold, you can eat the mooncakes just as is, or you can use chopsticks, forks, or any other utensils to make patterns and designs on it. My mooncake mold is made for 100-gram mooncakes, so it's a little bit larger than our mooncakes should have needed. That's why our mooncakes came out a little bit flat, but they still look great and they taste great too. Wow, let's try that again. Ready? Wow! Okay, ready? Ethan, go. Okay. Good job! And that's it. Your mooncakes are ready to eat. They're best eaten cold, so I put them straight into the fridge after making these. Happy mid-autumn!